It's our drawing week again, and last week the little rabbit was so popular. We did a little boy rabbit. So because the little boy rabbit was so popular, I had a lot of girls saying, did you not do a girl rabbit? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to draw our little girl rabbit. And this little girl rabbit is for one of our fans. It is for Luna, because Luna loves seeing the videos and the drawing. So this is for you. Okay, so here we go. Where do we start? I'm just noticing getting shadow there because I've not got the light on. I've got natural daylight coming through the window. Let me just see what it looks like when I start to draw. So we want our circle. Nice and faint. Okay, and then our other circle. Think about the angle, so she's gonna be dipped down a little bit, a nose. I don't know if you can hear my washing machine. Just lower that a little bit so you can see. I'm just going to look at the size of that nose now. Yeah, it's okay. And remember then we join this sort of area, don't we, to the nose. At the nose. I bet you can hear my washing machine right now. Well, I don't know if you can, but just decided to go on a spin. And then here we join up again. So that's the angle of the actual face of our little girl rabbit. I don't know actually what a girl rabbit's called. I think a boy's called a buck. And then we're going to put our ears. So this time the face is a little bit more forward, so we're going to put just in position. One ear goes about there, and this one is going to come out sort of like here. And she's going to have a bit smaller ears. About that angle there. So as you can see, all I'm doing for now, she looks quite strange, doesn't she, at the minute? Just want to look at these, because I want these ears quite close. I decided as well, going off just my own sort of like, what's in my own creative brain, I found like quite nice last week. I'm at home again, even though we are now open. We are a registered learning provider, but even the government says as well, after schools and extracurricular activities for children are fine. And we're not a community centre, we're self-contained. So we're very, very, very lucky. We don't operate like community centres. We just have us in there. And it's been absolutely amazing to see people. So not long now, everyone. I know I've been saying this, it's something like saying it for a year, but it really is. It can't be long now. Right, so the eye area, I'm going to have a beautiful, beautiful big eye. Again, put the circle first. I always like to do that. Look at the angle of the nose. And this time I'm going to see the smiley mouth. Okay, a bit of chin there. So this eye now, we put the, I just feel like I need to raise the eye a bit. I'm just going to raise the eye a bit, slightly. Feels like it's a little bit low down. Yeah, I'm just going to raise it up to there a little bit. And then put that shape on there. I'm going to just do the head again. So she's going to be sat up. She's going to be sat up, looking around, The beautiful scenery. Beautiful spring's on its way. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm just going to rub out the parts that we don't need. So we don't need these guidelines, do we? Now I'm going to tidy this up now, and you're going to work on yours as well. Okay, you're going to tidy yours up, and I'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. Hello again. So I've worked on neatening the areas up. Just going to move this, try and get the light so you've not got me shadow on my hand. It's a little bit, but not too much. So now we're going to define different areas. I've been using a H2H, sorry, the wrong way around. Now I'm going to use we've got a little heart here. I'm going to actually do this one a little bit cute, especially for Luna. So the pupil, remember to leave your little biomorphic shape of that light source coming in there. So the pupil is obviously darker than around the iris. Then rabbits have brown eyes. I'm sure they have brown eyes. And then round this we'll just go a little bit lighter. My stomach's rumbling now. I've not had my breakfast. It's lunchtime. It's just not enough hours in the day. I'm not going to darken the eye just yet, just because I'm very conscious that I can smudge them when I'm going over it. Just going to put a bit of a cute, I'm going to put the eyelashes on later. I want to make sure these eyes are lovely. So now I'm going to work on darkening the nose area. Cute little noses. Just define that a little bit more. The mouth. Just a little smile there. Okay, now we'll go on to slightly, yeah, that will need that there because that is behind, so you'll see the head shape on this side. And then here, I'm going to bring that ear into the actual skull of the rabbit. On the inside of the ear, even though normally something's inside, because where the light source is coming from, on the inside of the rabbit's ears are pinky. This one is going to be, you'll have a bit of a fold there, I reckon. I'm going to do this quite pale. Beautiful sound with the pencil. And then some natural sort of folds in the ears. Just going to apply a little bit more pressure. I'm doing this quite loose, to be honest. My fingers are halfway, so it's not massively controlled at the moment. It's creating a nice effect. darken. And we're going to the next ear. And this is going to work different, whereas this side, because the light's coming in this way, this side is going to, I'm going to do it dark. But we're going to have the fur. You know, you can see that white downy fur on rabbit's ears. So I'm just serrating sort of the end of that to give that appearance. And then this side, because it's away, I'm going to do this. Much darker tone. A bit of shadow on this part of the ear. I think I say ear, like ear. And then these pencils, you don't have to spend a fortune on pencils either. I know, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it's not on TV, but it's, I know the works of sets in for £3. You can actually get them online and all. But the shops aren't open yet, but not long. Now this bit, I just want this bit to be the white part of it. So I'm just going to, again, just on this side. Gives it a bit of character. Which is going to be very, very pretty. I'm going to darken. Oh, it might be just what I wanted. There you go. See how that now? You darken that down, so don't go over that with your hand because it'll smudge everywhere. Belly rumble again. Get me a hard pencil. Just going to go over that with a hard pencil there, just to define the edges a little bit. Now we're going to work on the face part. So I'm going to get my pencils I've got here. I'm going to create some darker tones. Just sort of naturally where the hair lies. Remember to follow the skull like I said last week. Another good practice for you. It's a beautiful topic as well, with it being, you know, it's getting lighter at night. We've had some sunny days. It's not as freezing as it was. And then I'm going to do the same when we had that white around the eyes. And this part here. Just going to have a bit of a, because you've got where the sort of cheek area is, it goes into the nose as well. So a bit dark around there. Okay, so all I'm going to do now, because I don't want to just keep you waiting on here while I'm doing this, by now you'll know how these work, and if you don't, just keep pausing the video and see. All I'm doing there is scrumbling and putting some natural sort of where the shading would naturally form on the rabbit. So I'm going to fill the face up on the neckline, just exactly doing this sort of scrumbling and natural hairline, and then we'll come back in about 40 minutes. See you soon. So I've filled in now the little girl rabbit's face, and we're working on the neckline, and I want to subtly put that adorable little heart in. So as you can see, I'm sort of putting marks in there. I'm elongating these lines because I want it to appear to be a fluffy part on her. I'm following the directions. Of the heart. So I notice they always pause, don't I, when I'm giving instructions. It's so hard because when you draw, you just take yourself off to another world, don't you? That's why it's so good for our minds, because it stops you thinking about absolutely everything. You just enjoy the process. It's quite subtle. Just take some of these lines away a little bit. So now we need to darken the eye area. So we need a dark shading pencil. I'm going to go right. Make this nice and dark. Okay, you can see how the eye pops out more now. I need to make the outside darker. Pencil's not sharp enough, so I'm just going to press on this 2H. There we go. So now we need whiskers. We need whiskers, and you want to have some very cute eyelashes. Oh, it's subtle. And remember, you'll see oops, it's a little bit too long, that one. What do we think? I think she's done. So So there you go, especially for Luna. Hope you like it, Luna, and everyone else at Creative Remedies. Lumina and everyone else that's coming in to watch these drawing tutorials, and I hope it puts a smile on your face. There's my clock now, cued in clock. Bye now, see you next week.